Hello everyone, and welcome. In today's DMV permit practice test practice session, we'll go through 200 updated questions designed to help you prepare for the exam. When each question appears, pause the video first. Choose the answer you believe is correct, then comment your answer below before resuming the video to see the correct answer. Keep track of your score as you move through the questions, and let's get started. Question 1. The trailer hand valve should be used. Option A, regularly to activate the trailer brakes in all driving conditions. Option B, only to test the trailer brakes. Option C, only in inclement weather when the trailer may skid. Option D, only if the trailer is carrying a load. The correct answer is option B, only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation: the trailer hand valve should be used only to test the trailer brakes. It should not be used while driving because it may cause the trailer to skid. Question 2. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should look toward blank of the road. Option A, either side. Option B, the center. Option C, the right side. Option D, the left side. The correct answer is option C, the right side. Explanation: if a vehicle approaching you is using its high beams and fails to dim them, you should glance toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights and will allow you to see well enough to stay on your course until the vehicle passes. Question 3. What is the maximum speed limit in residential and business areas where there are no posted speed limits? Option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 35 miles per hour. Option D, 45 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 25 miles per hour. Explanation: unless otherwise posted, the speed limit on residential and business streets is 25 miles per hour. Question 4. The driver's left arm and hand are extended downward. This hand signal means that the driver plans to: Option A, turn left. Option B, turn right. Option C, stop. Option D, start up. The correct answer is option C, stop. Explanation: if a driver's left arm and hand are extended downward, they are indicating that they intend to stop. Adjust your driving accordingly if following the driver who is using this hand signal. Question 5. When you are parallel parking, it is usually best to: Option A, give a right signal on the approach, drive past the space and stop, then back into the space. Option B, park your vehicle within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the road. Option C, center your vehicle inside the space to give surrounding cars room to maneuver. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, park your vehicle within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the road. Explanation: when parallel parking, turn on your right signal and stop, pulling even with the car in front of where you want to park, then back into the space. Park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the road. Be sure to center your car in the space to allow surrounding vehicles room to maneuver. Question 6. How often should drivers check their mirrors for traffic behind them? Option A, every 45 seconds. Option B, every 20 seconds. Option C, every 10 seconds. Option D, every 6 to 8 seconds. The correct answer is option D, every 6 to 8 seconds. Explanation: check your mirrors for traffic behind you every 6 to 8 seconds. It is important to know if someone is following your vehicle too closely or coming up too fast. It is also important to know how much space you have behind your car. Question 7. An orange and red triangular sign on a vehicle always means: Option A, the vehicle has the right-of-way. Option B, shoulder work ahead. Option C, the vehicle is broken. Option D, slow-moving vehicle. The correct answer is option D, slow-moving vehicle. Explanation. Slow-moving vehicles, such as farm tractors, road maintenance vehicles, and animal-drawn carts, display an orange and red triangle on the back. Question 8. After an emergency vehicle passes you with its siren on, you must: Option A, drive closely behind the emergency vehicle. Option B, drive as quickly as the emergency vehicle. Option C, avoid driving closer than 500 feet behind the emergency vehicle. Option D, drive very slowly near the curb. The correct answer is option C, avoid driving closer than 500 feet behind the emergency vehicle. Explanation. When you resume driving again after being passed by an emergency vehicle, you must remain at least 500 feet behind it. Question 9. When driving at a speed that is faster than 45 miles per hour, a driver should maintain a following distance of at least: Option A, 4 seconds. Option B, 3 seconds. Option C, 2 seconds. Option D, 1 second. The correct answer is option A, 4 seconds. Explanation. It is important for a driver to maintain a space cushion around their vehicle at all times. When traveling under ideal driving conditions at a speed that is above 45 miles per hour, a driver should maintain a minimum following distance of 4 seconds. Question 10. What are the colors of signs that tell you the distance to the next exit on a highway? Option A, yellow with black letters. Option B, black with white letters. Option C, red with white letters. Option D, green with white letters. The correct answer is option D, green with white letters. Explanation. Signs providing information about destinations are green with white letters or symbols. Question 11. Passing is prohibited. Option A, on hills and curves. Option B, at intersections. Option C, at railroad crossings. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, on hills and curves. Explanation. Locations where it is unlawful and unsafe to pass another vehicle include hills, curves, intersections, and railroad crossings. Question 12. People under 16 years of age who use a false identification card to buy alcohol will: Option A, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Option B, not be able to take the driver's exam until their 21st birthday. Option C, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 21st birthday. Option D, be sent to an alcohol safety education class. The correct answer is option A, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Explanation. Even if you are not driving, your driving privilege will be suspended if you are under 21 years of age and are convicted of possessing alcohol, lying about your age to obtain alcohol, or carrying a false ID card. If you are under 16 years of age, your suspension will not begin until your 16th birthday. Question 13. At dusk or on overcast days, you should: Option A, drive using your four-way flashers. Option B, drive using your parking lights. Option C, not turn on any vehicle lights. Option D, turn on your headlights. The correct answer is option D, turn on your headlights. Explanation. At dusk or on overcast days, you must turn on your headlights. Dim your lights to their low beam setting when within 1,000 feet of an approaching vehicle and when within 500 feet of a vehicle that you are following. When driving in poor weather, always use your low beams. Question 14. If an aggressive driver confronts you, you should not: Option A, challenge them. Option B, ignore their gestures. Option C, avoid making eye contact. Option D, try to get out of their way. The correct answer is option C, avoid making eye contact. Explanation. When confronted with an aggressive driver, your first priority should be to get out of their way. Do not provoke the driver by making eye contact, trying to race, or refusing to move out of your traffic lane. Additionally, ignore any gestures that are intended to provoke you. Question 15. When approaching a steady green traffic light, drivers should: Option A, continue driving unless there are vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection. Option B, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option C, treat the intersection like a four-way stop. Option D, come to a complete stop before proceeding. The correct answer is option A. Continue driving unless there are vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection. Explanation: when approaching an intersection with a steady green traffic light, yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk and vehicles still in the intersection. You may continue driving, but should approach the intersection at a speed that will allow you to slow down and stop if the light changes before you get there. Question 16. Signs that are colored orange are: Option A, work zone signs. Option B, regulatory signs. Option C, school zone signs. Option D, guide signs. The correct answer is option A, work zone signs. Explanation: highway work zones are established according to the type of work underway along the roadway. Signs in work areas are typically diamond-shaped, orange, have black letters or symbols, and serve as a warning that people are working on or near the highway. Question 17. If a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you: Option A, may still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. Option B, may no longer turn and must proceed straight. Option C, still have the right of way to turn. Option D, no longer have to turn in the direction that the arrow indicated. The correct answer is option A, may still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. Explanation: if a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you may still turn in the direction that the arrow was pointing, but you must first yield to pedestrians and oncoming traffic. Question 18. A red and white triangular sign at an intersection means: Option A, slow down if an emergency vehicle is approaching. Option B, look both ways as you cross the intersection. Option C, always come to a full stop at the intersection. Option D, slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. The correct answer is option D, slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. Explanation: a triangular red and white yield sign means that you must decrease speed as you approach an intersection and yield the right of way to any vehicles or pedestrians in the intersection. You must be prepared to stop if conditions require it. Question 19. To use the stab braking method in an emergency situation, you should: Option A, apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up, release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Option B, apply the brakes about halfway, but keep the wheels rolling. Option C, fully apply the brakes, let the wheels lock up, and hold the brake pedal down, keeping the wheels locked until the vehicle stops. Option D, apply the emergency brake. The correct answer is option A. Apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up, release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Explanation: the stab braking method for emergency stops involves fully applying the brakes until they lock up. The brakes are then released until the wheels start rolling, then the process is repeated. Question 20. Parking lights may only be used: Option A, when a vehicle is parked. Option B, when visibility is poor. Option C, within 1 hour of sunset or sunrise. Option D, when a vehicle is being driven under the speed limit. The correct answer is option A, when a vehicle is parked. Explanation: you must use parking lights when parking your vehicle. Only use parking lights when your vehicle is not in motion. Question 21. What is the Johnson bar? Option A, a hand valve that works the trailer brakes. Option B, a valve that indicates the fuel level. Option C, a valve that measures the amount of liquid in the air brake system. Option D, a valve that allows for the release of excess pressure in the braking system. The correct answer is option A, a hand valve that works the trailer brakes. Explanation: the trailer hand valve, also called the trolley valve or Johnson bar, is used to work the trailer brakes. It should be used only to test the brakes. Question 22. What are the colors of signs that tell you the distance to the next exit on a highway? Option A, yellow with black letters. Option B, black with white letters. Option C, red with white letters. Option D, green with white letters. The correct answer is option D, green with white letters. Explanation: signs providing information about destinations are green with white letters or symbols. Question 23. The service airline is attached to the option A, relay valves. Option B, supply line. Option C, emergency airline. Option D, steering wheel. The correct answer is option A, relay valves. Explanation: the service airline carries air and is controlled by either the foot brake or trailer hand brake. The service airline is attached to relay valves, which allow the trailer brakes to be applied quickly. Question 24. If you are driving near a motorcycle, you must: option A, allow the motorcycle to use a complete lane. Option B, drive on the shoulder beside the motorcycle. Option C, allow the motorcycle to use only half of a lane. Option D, pass using the same lane as the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A, allow the motorcycle to use a complete lane. Explanation: a motorcycle is a full-size vehicle with the same privileges as any other vehicle on the roadway. You should allow a motorcyclist a full lane width. Although it may seem as though there is enough room in the traffic lane for a larger vehicle and a motorcycle, remember that the motorcycle needs room to maneuver safely. Question 25. How should you check your hydraulic brakes? Option A, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should not move. Option B, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should slowly move toward the floor. Option C, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should slowly rise. Option D, pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should be easy to push to the floor. The correct answer is option A. Pump the brakes 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal for 5 seconds. The brake pedal should not move. Explanation: to test hydraulic brakes, you should pump the brake pedal 3 times, then apply firm pressure to the brake pedal and hold for 5 seconds. The pedal should not move. If it does, there may be a leak. Question 26. Driving significantly under the speed limit is: option A, dangerous. Option B, smart. Option C, safe. Option D, optional. The correct answer is option A, dangerous. Explanation: driving below the posted speed limit can also be dangerous. If you must drive slower, you should still observe the posted minimum speed limit. At places where it is unsafe to pass, the slow driver forces other drivers to creep along behind or take unnecessary risks while trying to pass. Question 27. When passing a motorcycle, you must: option A, allow the motorcyclist the right half of a traffic lane. Option B, allow the motorcyclist the entire width of a traffic lane. Option C, begin moving past the motorcycle before your vehicle is entirely in the passing lane. Option D, not communicate with a motorcyclist. The correct answer is option B, allow the motorcyclist the entire width of a traffic lane. Explanation: give motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians plenty of space. Use extra caution when making turns or changing lanes near one of these road users. A motorcyclist is entitled to the entire width of a traffic lane. Question 28. It is important to frequently check the traffic behind you when: Option A, changing lanes. Option B, driving down steep hills. Option C, slowing down. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, changing lanes. Explanation: check the traffic behind your vehicle no less than once every 10 seconds. It is important to know what surrounding traffic is doing while you are changing lanes, backing up, slowing down, or driving down steep hills. Question 29. The trailer hand valve should be used. Option A, to accelerate in rural areas. Option B, only to test the trailer brakes. Option C, together with the brake pedal. Option D, on slippery surfaces. The correct answer is option B, only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation: the trailer hand valve, also called the trolley valve or Johnson bar, is used to work the trailer brakes. It should be used only to test the brakes. Using it while a vehicle is in motion could cause a skid. Question 30. The right edge of a road is marked by a blank line. Option A, broken white. Option B, solid yellow. Option C, solid white. Option D, broken yellow. The correct answer is option C, solid white. Explanation: solid white lines are used to mark the right edge of a road. Question 31. When a drawbridge signal is red, you should: Option A, come to a complete stop. Option B, quickly speed up. Option C, proceed with caution. Option D, stop only if you see a boat. The correct answer is option A, come to a complete stop. Explanation: if a drawbridge signal is red, come to a complete stop at the marked stop line. The bridge is in operation and the roadway is closed to all pedestrian and motor vehicle traffic. Question 32. If you are turning left and there are two available left turn lanes, which lane should you choose? Option A, the left lane. Option B, the right lane. Option C, either lane. Option D, trucks should not turn where there are two left turn lanes. The correct answer is option D, trucks should not turn where there are two left turn lanes. Explanation: a large vehicle may need to swing right to make a left turn. If an intersection has two left turn lanes, the driver should choose the right-hand lane to begin their turn. Question 33. What does driving interstate mean? Option A, traveling within a single state. Option B, traveling from one state to another state. Option C, traveling mostly within one state. Option D, a limited access roadway. The correct answer is option A, traveling within a single state. Explanation: interstate commerce is defined as when you drive a CMV only within a single state, and the cargo you are carrying is not part of a trip that began or will end outside of the state. Question 34. When being passed by another vehicle, motorcyclists should be alert to: Option A, the other vehicle's extended mirrors. Option B, objects being thrown from the other vehicle. Option C, gusts of wind coming from the passing vehicle. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, gusts of wind coming from the passing vehicle. Explanation: when being passed, motorcyclists should be careful not to be hit by any part of the passing vehicle, including its mirrors. In addition to the vehicle itself, motorcyclists should also be aware of wind gusts coming from the passing vehicle and potential objects being thrown by a passenger in the vehicle who may not be paying attention to the road. Question 35. You may turn right on red. Option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation: if you are turning right, you may turn on a red light after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so and if there is no sign prohibiting the turn on a red light. Be careful of pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 36. Worn or bald tires. Option A, can make turning more difficult. Option B, are likely to hydroplane. Option C, can increase your stopping distance. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, can increase your stopping distance. Explanation: worn or bald tires can increase your stopping distance and make turning more difficult. Tires without adequate tread also increase the risk of hydroplaning. Question 37. You may pass another vehicle on the right if it is waiting to. Option A, turn right. Option B, turn left. Option C, park at the curb. Option D, turn into a driveway on the right. The correct answer is option A, turn right. Explanation: while you generally may pass only on the left, there are certain conditions under which passing on the right is permitted. You should only pass on the right if you can do so safely and you do not need to drive on or across the shoulder or edge line of the road. One situation where passing on the right is allowed is when the vehicle in front of you is making a left turn. Question 38. Drivers should use headlights when. Option A, visibility is 400 feet or less. Option B, driving between sunset and sunrise. Option C, it is raining. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Visibility is 400 feet or less. Explanation: the law requires use of headlights from sunset to sunrise and when visibility is 400 feet or less. When it is raining, drivers should use their low-beam headlights and windshield wipers. Question 39. When should drivers use hand-over-hand steering? Option A, when turning the steering wheel during normal driving activity. Option B, when anti-lock brakes are engaged. Option C, when turning at low speeds. Option D, when backing or when momentarily turning on blinkers, the radio, or windshield wipers. The correct answer is option C, when turning at low speeds. Explanation: use hand-over-hand steering when turning at low speeds, such as when turning at an intersection or when parking your vehicle. Regarding the steering wheel as a clock face, your left hand should grasp the wheel between 8 and 9 o'clock and your right hand should grasp the wheel between 3 and 4 o'clock. Question 40. When using roundabouts or traffic circles, you should. Option A, slow down as you approach the circle. Option B, yield to any traffic, pedestrians, or bicyclists already in the circle. Option C, enter to the right, but steer left in a counterclockwise direction. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, yield to any traffic, pedestrians, or bicyclists already in the circle. Explanation: you should slow down as you approach a roundabout and yield to any vehicles, bicycles, or pedestrians already in the circle. Enter the circle to your right, but steer to your left so that you move around the circle in a counterclockwise direction. Question 41. In which of the following situations should you increase your following distance? Option A, traffic is light. Option B, traffic is heavy. Option C. You are able to see the roadway through vehicles in front of you. Option D. There is pleasant and clear weather. The correct answer is option B. Traffic is heavy. Explanation. While a 2-second following distance is generally adequate, you should increase your following distance anytime conditions would require a longer stopping distance, such as when the pavement is slippery due to poor weather conditions. Additionally, you should increase your following distance at night if you cannot see through the vehicle ahead and when traffic is heavy. Question 42. Be sure you are always driving so your vehicle can stop. Option A, within 10 feet of your current position. Option B, within 1,000 feet of your current position. Option C, within your view of the road ahead. Option D, immediately. The correct answer is option C, within your view of the road ahead. Explanation. Always be sure that you are driving in a manner that will allow your vehicle to come to a complete stop, if necessary, within the area of the road ahead that you are able to see. Question 43. The law gives blank the right-of-way at intersections. Option A, no one. Option B, drivers turning left. Option C, drivers going straight. Option D, drivers turning right. The correct answer is option D, drivers turning right. Explanation. The law does not give anyone the right-of-way at intersections, it only says who must yield. Even when one driver is legally required to yield the right-of-way, if they fail to do so, other drivers are still required to stop or yield as necessary to avoid a crash. Question 44. What is tire load? Option A, the maximum air pressure of a specific tire. Option B, the maximum safe weight that a tire can carry at a specified pressure. Option C, the minimum safe weight that can be carried by a tire. Option D, the average weight of tires on a vehicle. The correct answer is option B, the maximum safe weight that a tire can carry at a specified pressure. Explanation. Tire load is the maximum safe weight that can be carried by a tire at a specified pressure. This number is stated on the side of each tire. Question 45. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot when. Option A, pulling toward or away from a curb. Option B, turning left or right. Option C, changing lanes. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, pulling toward or away from a curb. Explanation. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot every time you want to change your vehicle's position. If you are turning, changing lanes, or pulling toward or away from a curb, you should check your blind spots. Question 46. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means that you should. Option A, slow down and proceed with care. Option B, continue normally through the intersection. Option C, stop and proceed when a green light appears. Option D, stop and proceed when the way is clear. The correct answer is option A, slow down and proceed with care. Explanation. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means caution. If you approach such a light, slow down, look, and proceed with care. Question 47. Drive below the posted speed limit when. Option A, anything makes conditions less than perfect. Option B, you see a police car. Option C, entering a highway where there are other cars. Option D, you are on a 4-lane road. The correct answer is option A, anything makes conditions less than perfect. Explanation. When the road is wet or slippery, when you cannot see well, or when anything else makes conditions less than perfect, drive below the posted speed limit. Even if you are driving within the posted speed limit, you can still be ticketed for driving too fast for conditions. Question 48. Headlights must be used. Option A, after 6 p.m. and before 7 a.m. Option B, after 7 p.m. and before 6 a.m. Option C, after 8 p.m. and before 7 a.m. Option D, from sunset to sunrise. The correct answer is option D, from sunset to sunrise. Explanation: your vehicle's headlights must be activated between sunset and sunrise. Use headlights anytime you are driving under conditions that lower visibility. Question 49. A vehicle equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS uses a blank light to warn that the system is not working properly. Option A, green. Option B, yellow. Option C, orange. Option D, white. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation: anti-lock braking system ABS malfunction lamps are usually yellow. Even if the ABS isn't working properly, a driver will still have access to the vehicle's usual braking functions. Question 50. On a highway, drivers should signal blank before a turn. Option A, 500 feet. Option B, 300 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 50 feet. The correct answer is option A, 500 feet. Explanation: when making a turn or lane change, be sure to alert other drivers to your intentions by using your turn signals. On the highway, you should signal at least 500 feet before the turn. Question 51. The speed limit is blank in school zones. Option A, 55 miles per hour. Option B, 45 miles per hour. Option C, 30 miles per hour. Option D, 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is option D, 20 miles per hour. Explanation: the speed limit in school zones is 20 miles per hour. Use extra caution when driving in school zones. Question 52. You must dim your high beam lights when within. Option A, 100 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Option B, 250 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Option C, 300 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Option D, 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Explanation: you must dim your high beams whenever you are within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 53. Highway markings. Option A, are usually not important. Option B, are only found in construction zones. Option C, provide information for drivers. Option D, are usually red and blue in color. The correct answer is option C, provide information for drivers. Explanation: highway markings provide information for drivers. Markings help drivers correctly position their vehicles on roadways, inform drivers of safe passing zones, and warn drivers about upcoming conditions. Question 54. To correct a drive wheel braking skid, a driver should do all of the following, except Option A, remove your foot from the brake pedal. Option B, turn quickly in the direction of the skid. Option C, countersteer after the vehicle is back on course. Option D, accelerate. The correct answer is option A, remove your foot from the brake pedal. Explanation: to correct a drive wheel braking skid, you should first remove your foot from the brake pedal to allow the locked wheels to begin rolling again. Quickly steer in the direction you want to go, then countersteer to prevent your vehicle from skidding in the opposite direction. Question 55. A double solid yellow line down the center of a two-lane road indicates Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Explanation. Yellow lines are used to separate traffic moving in opposite directions. Solid lines indicate that drivers are not permitted to pass. Question 56. A vehicle displaying a slow-moving vehicle emblem cannot drive faster than Option A, 10 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 20 miles per hour. Option D, 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is option D, 30 miles per hour. Explanation. An orange and red triangular sign indicates a slow-moving vehicle. A vehicle displaying one of these signs cannot be driven faster than 30 miles per hour. Question 57. It is illegal to follow within blank of a fire truck that is sounding its alarm. Option A, 1 mile. Option B, 1,000 feet. Option C, 750 feet. Option D, 500 feet. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet. Explanation. You must not follow a fire truck responding to an emergency at a distance closer than 500 feet. You must not drive or park your vehicle within a block of where a fire truck has stopped to respond to an emergency. Question 58. You are driving at night and another vehicle is approaching from the opposite direction. Your headlights. Option A should be on their high beam setting. Option B should be on their low beam setting. Option C should be off. Use your parking lights. Option D may be on either their high or low beam setting. The correct answer is option D, may be on either their high or low beam setting. Explanation. Do not use your high beam headlights when approaching or following another vehicle at night. Switch to the low beam setting to ensure the safety of everyone on the road. Question 59. A single dashed white line on a multi-lane road means Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions. Option B, passing is permitted into a lane directly next to the dashed white line. Option C, passing is prohibited. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions. Explanation. Single dashed lines separate lanes of travel where changing lanes is not restricted. White lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 60. Compared to driving during the day, driving at night is Option A, less dangerous. Option B, no more or less dangerous. Option C, more dangerous. Option D, easier on your eyes. The correct answer is option C, more dangerous. Explanation. Driving at night is more dangerous than driving during the day for several reasons. It is harder to see in the dark. You may be temporarily blinded by the glare from other vehicles' lights, and there are likely to be more drivers on the road who are tired or under the influence. Question 61. After starting the engine, oil pressure should reach a normal level. Option A, within a few seconds. Option B, after about a minute. Option C, after about 4 minutes. Option D, within 10 minutes of driving. The correct answer is option A, within a few seconds. Explanation. After you start the engine, keep an eye on the gauges. Oil pressure should rise to a normal level within a few seconds of the engine being started. Question 62. When a curb is painted blank, it indicates that only short parking stops are permitted. Option A, yellow. Option B, blue. Option C, white. Option D, red. The correct answer is option C, white. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted white, it indicates that only short stops are permitted. Question 63. As you near an intersection, the traffic light changes from green to yellow. Your best action is to Option A, speed up to beat the red light. Option B, apply the brakes sharply to stop. Option C, be prepared to stop in the center of the intersection. Option D, be prepared to stop before the intersection. The correct answer is option A. Speed up to beat the red light. Explanation. A steady yellow traffic light indicates that the light will soon change to red. You should be prepared to stop for the red light if it is safe to do so. Question 64. You are approaching a railroad crossing that has no visible gates or flashing lights, but has a standard crossbuck. You should. Option A, approach all tracks with extreme caution and cross only when you know that there is no train coming. Option B, turn your radio down to hear if there may be an approaching train. Option C, only continue once cleared to do so by a flagger, if applicable. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Approach all tracks with extreme caution and cross only when you know that there is no train coming. Explanation. You must approach all railroad crossings with extreme caution and cross only when you know that no train is coming from either direction. If there is a flagger at a crossing, you must obey all of their instructions. Question 65. At night, it is hardest to see. Option A, road signs. Option B, pedestrians. Option C, other motorists. Option D, street lights. The correct answer is option B, pedestrians. Explanation. Compared to signs and other roadside objects, pedestrians are hardest to see at night. Question 66. What causes the crack-the-whip effect? Option A, rearward amplification. Option B, bad tires. Option C, empty trailers. Option D, good driving. The correct answer is option A, rearward amplification. Explanation. Vehicles with trailers are vulnerable to rollover due to the crack-the-whip effect, which is caused by rearward amplification. Rearward amplification varies from vehicle to vehicle, so it is important that drivers are aware of the rearward amplification of their specific vehicles. Question 67. If the rear of your vehicle starts to skid left, you should. Option A, steer left. Option B, hit your brakes. Option C, accelerate. Option D, steer right. The correct answer is option A, steer left. Explanation. If your vehicle starts to skid on a wet or icy road, look and steer in the direction you want to go. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the left, turn the wheel to the left. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the right, turn the wheel to the right. Question 68. A person's ability to drive can be impaired by Option A, alcohol. Option B, any medication. Option C, a lack of sleep. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, alcohol. Explanation. The ability to drive safely is dependent on the driver being in good physical condition. Driving can be impaired by alcohol, legal and illegal drugs, and being drowsy. Question 69. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to Option A, get some coffee. Option B, open your window. Option C, stop driving. Option D, turn on the radio. The correct answer is option C, stop driving. Explanation. Being fatigued while driving is similar in danger to driving under the influence of alcohol. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to stop driving. Question 70. Your ability to stop is affected by Option A, signal lights. Option B, other cars on the road. Option C, the time of day. Option D, the condition of the road. The correct answer is option D, the condition of the road. Explanation. Your ability to stop is greatly affected by the condition of the road. You need to reduce your speed when road conditions are poor in order to maintain control of your vehicle. You will be at risk if you are driving too quickly on roads that are slippery and you need to stop. Question 71. In general, the body gets rid of almost blank per hour. Option A, 1 drink. Option B, 2 drinks. Option C, 3 drinks. Option D, 4 drinks. The correct answer is option A, 1 drink. Explanation. On average, a person's body can eliminate the alcohol content of about 1 drink per hour. Question 72. Which of the following statements is true? Option A, signal at least 100 feet before changing lanes to pass and ensure there is no oncoming traffic. Option B, use your mirrors and look over your left shoulder to check your blind spot when passing to the left. Option C, when passing, wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rear view mirror before returning to your original lane. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C. When passing, wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Explanation. When passing, you must always signal at least 100 feet in advance of your lane change. Always check behind you in your mirrors and look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. Wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Question 73. During normal weather and traffic conditions, keep a minimum following distance of Option A, 1 second. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, 4 seconds. The correct answer is option C, 3 seconds. Explanation. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you have to react. Keep a minimum following distance of 3 seconds during normal weather and traffic conditions. Increase your following distance during unusual weather or traffic conditions. Question 74. What is black ice? Option A, a thick layer of ice on the road. Option B, a thin layer of ice on the road. Option C, ice that is black from debris on the road. Option D, ice that is easily seen. The correct answer is option C, ice that is black from debris on the road. Explanation. Black ice is a thin layer of ice that is clear enough for the road surface to be seen through it. A road covered in black ice may look like it is merely wet. Question 75. Your body gets rid of approximately Option A, 3 alcoholic drinks an hour. Option B, 1 alcoholic drink an hour. Option C, 2 alcoholic drinks an hour. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, 1 alcoholic drink an hour. Explanation. The average person's body will process about 1 alcoholic drink in 1 hour. However, many factors play a part in determining how impaired a person will become when consuming alcohol, including the amount of alcohol consumed, how fast it is consumed, and a person's body weight, food intake, and general health. Question 76. To test the trailer service brakes, you should Option A, move the vehicle forward slowly and apply the brakes with the brake pedal. Option B, reverse the vehicle slowly and apply the brakes with the hand control. Option C, reverse the vehicle slowly and apply the brakes with the brake pedal. Option D, move the vehicle forward slowly and apply the brakes with the hand control. The correct answer is option D. Move the vehicle forward slowly and apply the brakes with the hand control. Explanation. To test the trailer service brakes, you should first ensure that the braking system has a normal air pressure level, then release the parking brake. You should then move the vehicle forward slowly and apply the brakes with the hand control. If the trailer service brakes are working properly, you will feel the brakes activate. Question 77. A traffic signal showing a steady red light means Option A, stop. Don't travel straight ahead while the light is red. Option B, stop, look for danger, and then cross the intersection. Option C, slow down and yield to other traffic. Option D, quickly drive through the intersection. The correct answer is option A. Stop. Don't travel straight ahead while the light is red. Explanation. A steady red traffic light means drivers must come to a complete stop. You must wait until the traffic light turns green and there is no crossing traffic before you move ahead. Question 78. A single broken white line down the center of a two-lane road indicates. Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option D. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Explanation. White lines are used to separate traffic moving in the same direction. Dashed lines indicate that drivers directly next to the line are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Question 79. To turn left from multi-lane, one-way streets and highways, you should start from Option A, the middle of the intersection. Option B, the right lane. Option C, the left lane. Option D, any lane. The correct answer is option C, the left lane. Explanation. To turn left from multi-lane streets and highways, start from the left lane. Question 80. A shut-off valve. Option A is located on the front of a trailer. Option B is located on the instrument panel. Option C prevents air from escaping an air brake system. Option D should always be open. The correct answer is option C. Prevents air from escaping an air brake system. Explanation. Shut-off valves are used in air supply lines to control the passage of air from one trailer to another. The rear shut-off valve should always be closed to prevent air from leaving the braking system. Question 81. When turning left, drivers must yield the right-of-way to Option A, other drivers who are already in the intersection. Option B, oncoming traffic. Option C, pedestrians who are already in the intersection. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, other drivers who are already in the intersection. Explanation. When turning left, drivers must yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic. Drivers must also always yield the right-of-way to pedestrians, bicyclists, and other drivers who are already in the intersection. Question 82. When a curb is painted blank, it means no stopping, standing, or parking is permitted at any time. Option A, yellow. Option B, blue. Option C, green. Option D, red. The correct answer is option D, red. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted red, it means no stopping, standing, or parking is permitted at any time. Question 83. You may exceed the speed limit. Option A, when passing another vehicle. Option B, at no time. Option C, where no police officers are present. Option D, on country roads. The correct answer is option A, when passing another vehicle. Explanation. You may not exceed the speed limit when passing another vehicle. You should always follow the legal speed limit. Question 84. When traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical, the red light is Option A, on the right. Option B, in the middle. Option C, on the left. Option D, on a separate traffic signal. The correct answer is option A, on the right. Explanation. In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right. Question 85. Traffic signals sometimes display arrows to control turns from specific lanes. A green arrow, option A, is used only on one-way streets. Option B has the same meaning as a circular green traffic light, but traffic must turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. Option C means that you may proceed, but only if the green arrow is accompanied by a circular green light. Option D points the way to an airport. The correct answer is option B, has the same meaning as a circular green traffic light, but traffic must turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. Explanation. A green arrow has the same meaning as a circular green traffic light, but traffic in the indicated lane must turn in the direction shown by the arrow. Question 86. If you experience a tire blowout, you should: Option A, allow the steering wheel to move freely. Option B, let the car slow to a stop. Option C, continue driving until you reach a garage. Option D, brake hard to stop the car immediately. The correct answer is option B, let the car slow to a stop. Explanation. If one of your tires blows out, you should hold the steering wheel tightly, stay off of the brakes, slowly take your foot off of the gas pedal, and steer smoothly in the direction you want to go. Get to a safe spot where you can pull over to change the tire and let your vehicle slow to a stop. Question 87. Stress can affect your driving by: Option A, lowering your ability to focus on driving. Option B, decreasing your chances of an accident. Option C, causing you to fall asleep at the wheel. Option D, making you more aware of others around you. The correct answer is option A, lowering your ability to focus on driving. Explanation. Emotions can have a great effect on your driving ability. You may not be able to drive well if you are overly worried, excited, afraid, angry, or sad. Stress can lessen your concentration on the task of driving. It is better to wait to drive than to risk driving while you are emotionally unstable. Question 88. You want to turn left at an intersection. The light is green, but oncoming traffic is heavy. You should: Option A, use the next intersection. Option B, wait at the crosswalk for traffic to clear. Option C, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. Option D, take the right of way since you have a green light. The correct answer is option C, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. Explanation. When making a left turn where there is approaching traffic, you must wait for the approaching traffic to go through before you turn. You may enter the intersection to prepare for your left turn if the light is green and no other vehicle ahead of you plans to make a left turn. Question 89. With your low beam headlights turned on, you should be able to see about blank ahead of your vehicle. Option A, 15 feet. Option B, 75 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 250 feet. The correct answer is option D, 250 feet. Explanation. Low beam headlights allow you to see about 250 feet ahead of your vehicle. When driving at night, adjust your speed so that you will be able to stop in the distance illuminated by your headlights. Question 90. What are the consequences of driving under the influence of alcohol or other drugs? Option A, possible imprisonment. Option B, a mandatory fine. Option C, driver license revocation. Option D, all of these choices. The correct answer is option C, driver license revocation. Explanation. Driving under the influence can be punished by a fine, jail sentence, and / or suspension or revocation of your license. Question 91. The trailer hand valve should: Option A, be used for parking. Option B, be used only to test the trailer brakes. Option C, be used together with the brake pedal. Option D, be used on slippery surfaces. The correct answer is option B, be used only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation: the trailer hand valve works the trailer brakes but should only be used when testing them. Using it while driving could create a skid. Never use the trailer hand valve while parking because doing so may release the air pressure from the braking system, releasing the brakes that are holding the vehicle in place. Question 92. When driving in fog, you should: Option A, use the windshield wipers. Option B, use low beam headlights. Option C, use high beam headlights. Option D, use the air conditioning. The correct answer is option B, use low beam headlights. Explanation: if you must drive in fog, you should use your low beam headlights and fog lights, even during the daytime. Question 93. When you are being passed from behind, you should: Option A, ride in the center portion of the lane. Option B, ride in the left portion of the lane. Option C, ride in the right portion of the lane. Option D, ride in any portion of the lane. The correct answer is option A, ride in the center portion of the lane. Explanation: when you are being passed from behind, stay in the center portion of your lane. This will discourage the other driver from re-entering your lane before it is safe. Question 94. If two vehicles arrive to a four-way stop at the same time, option A, the vehicle on the left must yield to the vehicle on the right. Option B, the vehicle on the right must yield to the vehicle on the left. Option C, drivers must make hand motions to communicate with each other. Option D, one driver should proceed without stopping. The correct answer is option A. The vehicle on the left must yield to the vehicle on the right. Explanation: in general, vehicles at a four-way stop should proceed in the order that they arrive. However, if two vehicles arrive to the intersection at the same time, the vehicle on the left must yield the right-of-way to the vehicle on the right. Question 95. When sharing the road with a truck, it is important to remember that trucks generally: Option A, require longer distances to stop than smaller vehicles do. Option B, require less time to pass on a downgrade than smaller vehicles do. Option C, require a smaller turning radius than smaller vehicles do. Option D, require less time to pass on an incline than smaller vehicles do. The correct answer is option A, require longer distances to stop than smaller vehicles do. Explanation: because of their size, trucks need longer distances to stop than smaller vehicles do. Question 96. When approaching a steady red traffic light, drivers should: Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving as they have the right-of-way. Option C, stop only if a police officer is nearby. Option D, come to a complete stop. The correct answer is option D, come to a complete stop. Explanation: a steady red traffic light indicates that drivers must come to a complete stop. Driving through a red light is against the law and is extremely dangerous. Drivers may turn right on a steady red light if there is no sign prohibiting a turn on red. Question 97. How can you prevent highway hypnosis? Option A, begin your drive well rested. Option B, regularly stop, even if you don't feel tired. Option C, keep your eyes moving. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, regularly stop, even if you don't feel tired. Explanation: boredom is common among motorists on long trips and can lead to what is called highway hypnosis. To avoid this, drivers should begin their trip as well rested as possible. They should regularly stop, even if they don't think they are tired. They should keep their eyes scanning the road to avoid eye fatigue from staring in one place for too long. Question 98. You may cross double solid yellow lines. Option A, to pass a slow-moving truck. Option B, to turn into a driveway. Option C, to pass another car. Option D, under no conditions. The correct answer is option B, to turn into a driveway. Explanation. Double solid lines indicate that you may not pass or change lanes. You cannot cross the lines unless it is to turn left to enter or exit a highway, to turn into or from a driveway, or to make a U-turn where permitted. Question 99. Pennant-shaped signs indicate: Option A, school zones. Option B, no passing zones. Option C, speed limits. Option D, railroad crossings. The correct answer is option B, no passing zones. Explanation. Pennant-shaped signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone. Question 100. While driving, spring brakes are generally held in place by: Option A, air pressure. Option B, chocks. Option C, foundation brakes. Option D, sturdy ties. The correct answer is option A, air pressure. Explanation. While driving, spring brakes are generally held in place by air pressure. If the air pressure gets low enough, the springs will activate the brakes. Question 101. You may drive around the gates at a railroad crossing. Option A, when the train has passed. Option B, under no circumstances. Option C, when the lights have stopped flashing. Option D, when other drivers drive around the gates. The correct answer is option A, when the train has passed. Explanation. You are required to stop at all railroad crossings when signals warn of an approaching train. These signals may include flashing red lights, a lowered crossing gate, a flagger signaling, or a train's audible signal of warning. Do not attempt to go around a lowered gate. Question 102. What is the only way to sober up after drinking? Option A, take a cold shower. Option B, exercise. Option C, wait. Option D, drink coffee. The correct answer is option A, take a cold shower. Explanation. The liver removes alcohol from the body at a fixed rate that cannot be increased through tricks like drinking coffee or taking a cold shower. The only way to sober up after drinking is to wait for the alcohol to be removed from your system. Question 103. You may pass another vehicle. Option A, in a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. Option B, by using the shoulder of the highway. Option C, if your lane is next to a solid yellow line and the passing lane is clear ahead. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option A, in a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. Explanation. You may not pass another vehicle on a hill or in a curve because you cannot see oncoming traffic and may cause a collision. Never pass another vehicle by driving onto the shoulder of a highway. Passing another vehicle by driving over a solid yellow line is prohibited. Question 104. After you have passed a car, you may return to the right lane when you: Option A, see the front bumper of the other car in your rear view mirror. Option B, have put your turn signal on. Option C, have turned your headlights on. Option D, see the other car's headlights turn on. The correct answer is option A, see the front bumper of the other car in your rear view mirror. Explanation. After passing on the left, before you return to the right lane, look at your interior rear view mirror and make sure you can see the front bumper of the passed vehicle. Look over your right shoulder to make sure you can see several feet of pavement between your vehicle and the one you passed. You may then return to the right lane. Question 105. If you stop along the road at night. Option A, turn off all your lights. Option B, use your parking lights only. Option C, use your headlights only. Option D, turn on your emergency flashers and leave your low beams turned on. The correct answer is option D. Turn on your emergency flashers and leave your low beams turned on. Explanation. If you stop along the road at night, turn on your emergency flashers and leave your low beam headlights turned on. Be sure that other road users will be able to clearly see your vehicle. Question 106. Highway and expressway guide signs are: Option A, orange with black letters. Option B, green with white letters. Option C, yellow with black letters. Option D, red with white letters. The correct answer is option B, green with white letters. Explanation. Highway and expressway guide signs are green with white letters. Question 107. When approaching an accident scene, you should: Option A, keep your attention on your driving. Option B, keep moving. Option C, stop if you are involved or if emergency help has not yet arrived. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Keep your attention on your driving. Explanation. Do not stop at an accident scene unless you are involved or emergency help has not yet arrived. Keep your attention on your driving and keep moving, watching for people who might be on or near the road. Never drive to the scene of an accident, fire, or other disaster just to look. Question 108. When stopped behind a motorcycle, drivers should allow the rider a distance of at least: Option A, 1 full vehicle length. Option B, 3 full vehicle lengths. Option C, 2 feet. Option D, 4 feet. The correct answer is option A, 1 full vehicle length. Explanation. Stop a safe distance behind motorcyclists at intersections, signals, or crossings. A full vehicle length is recommended to help prevent impact with a motorcycle should your vehicle be hit from the rear. In dry conditions, motorcycles can stop more quickly than cars, so being aware and alert at all times can help prevent a collision. Question 109. Which of the following are used on some highways to direct drivers into the proper lanes for turning? Option A, flashing red lights. Option B, flashing yellow lights. Option C, white lines on the side of the road. Option D, white arrows in the middle of the lanes. The correct answer is option D, white arrows in the middle of the lanes. Explanation. Arrows may be used to indicate which lanes should be used for specific purposes, such as driving straight or making a turn. Question 110. A loss of air pressure in the emergency line will cause: Option A, the service brakes to activate. Option B, the tractor protection valve to close. Option C, the rear trailer to detach from the combination. Option D, the suspension springs to extend. The correct answer is option B, the tractor protection valve to close. Explanation. The tractor protection valve keeps air in the trailer's braking system should the trailer break away or develop a leak. A loss of air pressure in the emergency line will cause the tractor protection valve to open and the emergency trailer brakes to activate. Question 111. A diamond-shaped sign. Option A, warns of existing or possible hazards. Option B, alerts drivers to school zones. Option C, alerts drivers to public recreation areas. Option D, alerts drivers to upcoming food and gas locations. The correct answer is option A, warns of existing or possible hazards. Explanation. Diamond-shaped signs warn drivers of existing or potential driving hazards. You will usually see these signs in yellow or orange. Question 112. If your tracker is equipped with ABS but your trailer is not, the ABS. Option A will not be effective. Option B will still improve your steering control. Option C will make jackknifing easier. Option D will allow others to see when you brake. The correct answer is option B. Will still improve your steering control. Explanation. In a tractor-trailer combination, if the tractor is equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS but the trailer is not, the ABS will still improve the driver's steering control. The driver should keep an eye on the trailer and let up on the brakes if the trailer begins to swing out. Question 113. When traffic lights are horizontal, the green light is Option A on the right. Option B in the middle. Option C on the left. Option D on a separate traffic signal. The correct answer is option A, on the right. Explanation. In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right. Question 114. Your vehicle's stopping distance depends on your Option A, number of passengers. Option B, perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. Option C, vehicle's make, model, and year. Option D, history of accidents. The correct answer is option B, perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. Explanation. The distance required to stop your vehicle depends on perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. This changes with speed and road conditions. Question 115. If you are being passed by a large truck, you should Option A, speed up. Option B, slightly reduce your speed. Option C, crowd the truck. Option D, make it more difficult for the truck to pass you. The correct answer is option A, speed up. Explanation. When a truck passes you, help the truck driver by keeping to the far side of your lane. You'll make it easier for the truck driver to pass safely if you slightly reduce your speed. Don't speed up while a truck is passing your vehicle. Question 116. A load extending more than blank beyond the rear of a vehicle must be marked by a red flag during the day. Option A, 1 foot. Option B, 2 feet. Option C, 3 feet. Option D, 4 feet. The correct answer is option D, 4 feet. Explanation. If a load extends more than 4 feet past the rear of a vehicle, it must be marked by a red flag when being transported during the day in clear weather. The flag should be no less than 12 inches square. Red lights are required when transporting the load in times of limited visibility. Question 117. If not otherwise prohibited by a sign, a driver stopped at a solid red traffic light may Option A, turn right after yielding to other traffic and pedestrians. Option B, never turn right. Option C, turn right at any time. Option D, turn right only after sounding their horn. The correct answer is option A, turn right after yielding to other traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. After stopping at an intersection with a solid red traffic light, you may turn right unless a sign prohibits such movement. You must yield to all pedestrians and all vehicles before making such a turn. Question 118. Pen and shaped signs indicate Option A, school zones. Option B, speed limits. Option C, railroad crossings. Option D, no passing zones. The correct answer is option D, no passing zones. Explanation. Pen and shaped signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone. Question 119. Traffic signals sometimes display arrows to control turns from specific lanes. A solid red arrow, option A, is never used as a traffic signal. Option B has the same meaning as a circular red traffic light. Option C means that drivers may turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. Option D means that the traffic the arrow is pointing toward must stop. The correct answer is option D, means that the traffic the arrow is pointing toward must stop. Explanation: a solid red arrow in a traffic signal means the same thing as a circular red traffic light. When an arrow is red, traffic in the indicated lane must stop and may not turn in the direction that the arrow is pointing. Question 120. You can practice driving with a valid learner permit. Option A, between 12:01 a.m. and 5 a.m. Option B, between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Option C, between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Option D, anytime. The correct answer is option C, between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Explanation: a person with a valid learner permit may not drive between 11 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. Question 121. When parking uphill on a hill or incline with a curb. Option A, turn your front wheels sharply toward the curb. Option B, turn your front wheels slightly to the right. Option C, turn your front wheels sharply away from the curb. Option D, keep your front wheels straight. The correct answer is option C, turn your front wheels sharply away from the curb. Explanation: to keep your vehicle from rolling into traffic when parked facing uphill, turn your front wheels sharply away from the curb. If you are parking uphill on a street that has no curb, turn the wheels sharply toward the edge of the road. Question 122. When asked to complete a driver's side parallel parking maneuver, you should: Option A, pass the parking space while backing, then pull forward into it. Option B, pull forward past the parking space, then back into it. Option C, pull forward into the parking space without passing it first. Option D, back into the parking space without passing it first. The correct answer is option B, pull forward past the parking space, then back into it. Explanation: you may be asked to complete a parallel parking maneuver into a parking space that is to the left of your vehicle. You should drive past the parking space before backing into it while bringing the rear of your vehicle as close to the rear of the space as possible. Your vehicle should be completely within the boundaries of the space. Question 123. When making a right turn at an intersection with a solid red light, you should: Option A, activate your turn signal and immediately turn. Option B, wait and turn right only after the light changes to green. Option C, come to a complete stop, yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and oncoming traffic, and turn right after the lane is clear. Option D, activate your hazard lights and turn right. The correct answer is option C, come to a complete stop, yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and oncoming traffic, and turn right after the lane is clear. Explanation: unless posted signs prohibit a turn, you may turn right on a solid red light at an intersection that joins two two-way streets. You may turn either right or left on a solid red light at an intersection that joins two one-way streets. You must stop and yield to all pedestrians and oncoming traffic before making one of these turns. Question 124. You should be cautious when passing a bicycle because: Option A, you are moving faster than the bicycle. Option B, the bicycle always has the right-of-way. Option C, oncoming traffic may not see you pull out to pass the bicycle. Option D, the cyclist may have to swerve into traffic to avoid an object on the road. The correct answer is option D. The cyclist may have to swerve into traffic to avoid an object on the road. Explanation: you should always be cautious when passing a bicycle because the cyclist may have to swerve into traffic to avoid an object on the road. Always be particularly careful when driving near bicyclists. Question 125. If your coolant level is found to be low, you should: Option A, drain the radiator. Option B, add more coolant. Option C, add engine oil. Option D, tighten the belts. The correct answer is option C, add engine oil. Explanation: when inspecting the engine compartment, you should check the oil level, coolant level, and windshield washer fluid level, among other things. In both cold and hot weather, it is important that the engine have enough coolant. Question 126. If being tailgated while driving a large vehicle, you should do all of the following, except Option A, reduce your speed gradually. Option B, increase your following distance. Option C, speed up. Option D, try to let the other vehicle pass. The correct answer is option C, speed up. Explanation: if you are being tailgated, avoid making quick changes in speed and open up your following distance. This will make it easier for the tailgater to pass you. Increasing your speed is not a good idea because the driver may continue to tailgate you at the higher speed, only increasing the danger. Question 127. Where should your hands ideally be positioned on the steering wheel? Option A, 3 and 9 o'clock. Option B, 1 and 11 o'clock. Option C, 2 and 10 o'clock. Option D, 4 and 8 o'clock. The correct answer is option A, 3 and 9 o'clock. Explanation: both hands should be placed on the outside of the steering wheel at the 3 and 9 o'clock positions to maintain control of the vehicle. Placing your hands at the 2 and 10 o'clock positions is no longer recommended because it can be dangerous in a vehicle equipped with airbags. Question 128. If your front wheel begins to skid, you should Option A, not be worried. Option B, continue to brake using the front wheel. Option C, immediately release the front brake and reapply it. Option D, immediately release the front brake and use only the rear brake. The correct answer is option C, immediately release the front brake and reapply it. Explanation: a locked front wheel can be very dangerous. If your front wheel locks, release the front brake immediately and reapply it firmly. Question 129. When the driver behind you wants to pass, you should Option A, speed up. Option B, go the same speed. Option C, slow down to allow room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete the pass easily. Option D, change lanes. The correct answer is option C, slow down to allow room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete the pass easily. Explanation: when the driver behind you wants to pass, you should slow down so that there is enough room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete their pass. This will allow them to complete the passing maneuver in less time and more easily. Question 130. Before passing another vehicle, you should Option A, flash your headlights to alert the driver. Option B, turn on your four-way flashers to warn the driver. Option C, give the proper turn signal to show that you are changing lanes. Option D, sound your horn to get the driver's attention. The correct answer is option C, give the proper turn signal to show that you are changing lanes. Explanation: before passing, make sure the passing lane is clear and activate the proper turn signal to show you are going to change lanes. Signal early enough for other drivers to know your plans in advance. Question 131. You must stop at a railroad crossing when Option A, directed to do so by a flagger. Option B, it is controlled by a stop sign. Option C, flashing red signals and gates are present and operating. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, directed to do so by a flagger. Explanation: you must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger or stop sign. Stop when flashing red signals and gates are present and operating. Question 132. When may you legally ride around or under a lowered railroad crossing gate? Option A, when you can see clearly in both directions. Option B, never. Option C, when the warning lights are not flashing. Option D, when you do not see a train coming. The correct answer is option A, when you can see clearly in both directions. Explanation: if you come to a railroad crossing controlled by lowered gates or flashing lights, you must stop. Do not go around or under any lowered gate at a railroad crossing. Once the gate is raised, do not proceed across the tracks until you can see clearly in both directions and are sure there are no trains coming. Question 133. If your brakes fail on a downgrade, your best hope to stop is: Option A, an escape ramp. Option B, driving on the shoulder. Option C, stay on the road. Option D, hitting a slower vehicle in front of you. The correct answer is option A, an escape ramp. Explanation: if your brakes fail on a downgrade, your best option is to use an escape ramp. If no escape ramp is available, it is a good idea to look for a different escape route, such as a side road or open field. Question 134. When merging onto a freeway, it is usually best to: Option A, proceed slowly while waiting for an opening. Option B, accelerate to a speed that is faster than the speed of traffic. Option C, turn on your hazard lights until safely on the freeway. Option D, accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic. The correct answer is option D, accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic. Explanation: when entering the freeway, use the on-ramp to accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic so you can blend in smoothly and safely. Entering traffic must yield to traffic already on the freeway. Question 135. Which of the following statements is true? Option A, a sudden change in weather calls for a change in driving. Option B, you should slow down when driving in rain and fog. Option C, be particularly aware of vehicles coming up behind you in inclement weather. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. You should slow down when driving in rain and fog. Explanation: if the weather changes suddenly, you will need to adjust your driving to adapt. Always slow down when driving in rainy or foggy conditions. Be especially aware of vehicles behind you that may be going too fast for conditions. Question 136. Drivers may not park within blank of a fire hydrant. Option A, 40 feet. Option B, 25 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 20 feet. The correct answer is option C, 15 feet. Explanation: you should not park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. An improperly parked vehicle may cause a crash. Question 137. Which of the following about winter driving is not true? Option A, winter is the most difficult driving season. Option B, checking your vehicle's antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels is especially important during the winter. Option C, using cruise control in winter weather is a safe thing to do. Option D, it is best to use snow tires on your vehicle. The correct answer is option A. Winter is the most difficult driving season. Explanation: you should not use cruise control on snow, in rain, in fog, or under similar hazardous conditions. Winter is the most difficult driving season and requires extra caution from drivers. It is important to consistently check your antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels. Using snow tires can increase a vehicle's traction on the surface of slippery roads. Question 138. When two vehicles arrive to an intersection at the same time, which one has the right-of-way when no signs or signals indicate rules? Option A, the car approaching from the right has the right-of-way. Option B, the car approaching from the left has the right-of-way. Option C, the car in which the driver sounds his horn first has the right-of-way. Option D, the car that is traveling the fastest has the right-of-way. The correct answer is option A. The car approaching from the right has the right of way. Explanation. At an intersection of two similar roads without a traffic control device, a driver must yield to a vehicle approaching from the right. Question 139. If you miss your exit on an interstate expressway, option A, stop and make a U-turn. Option B, get off at the next exit and come back to the exit you missed. Option C, roll down your window and ask the driver next to you for help. Option D, back up on the highway. The correct answer is option A. Stop and make a U-turn. Explanation. If you miss your turn or exit, do not back up or try to turn around on the highway. Go to the next exit and safely turn around. Question 140. When testing a parking brake, the vehicle should: Option A, not be running. Option B, be placed in a low gear while the driver attempts to pull forward. Option C, be inspected by a professional mechanic. Option D, be driven while the parking brake is applied. The correct answer is option D, be driven while the parking brake is applied. Explanation. To test a parking brake, you should fasten your safety belt, set the parking brake for the power unit, release the trailer parking brake if applicable, place the vehicle in low gear, and attempt to pull forward against the parking brake. If the parking brake does not hold while you are attempting to pull forward against it, the brake is faulty and must be fixed. Question 141. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should: Option A, turn on your high beams. Option B, turn off your headlights. Option C, sound your horn. Option D, flash your high beams. The correct answer is option D, flash your high beams. Explanation. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, flash your high beams quickly a few times. If the driver does not dim their lights, look toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights. Question 142. As you enter an intersection, the traffic light turns yellow. You should: Option A, stop and back up. Option B, accelerate. Option C, stop as quickly as possible. Option D, cautiously pass through the intersection. The correct answer is option A, stop and back up. Explanation. When a traffic light turns yellow, approaching drivers must slow down and stop. If you are already within the intersection or are so close to the intersection that you cannot stop safely, you may proceed through the intersection with extreme caution. Question 143. If an approaching driver is using their high beam headlights, you should: Option A, look directly at the headlights. Option B, flash your high beam lights to remind the driver to switch to their low beams. Option C, look to the right side of your lane until the vehicle has passed. Option D, pull to the side of the road until the vehicle has passed. The correct answer is option D, pull to the side of the road until the vehicle has passed. Explanation. If a vehicle is coming toward you while using its high beam headlights, glance away from the headlights and toward the right side of the road until the vehicle has passed. This will keep you from being blinded by the lights. Question 144. When crossing railroad tracks that are parallel to the road, you should: Option A, cross the tracks at a 90-degree angle. Option B, avoid crossing the tracks for any reason. Option C, try to cross the tracks at a 45-degree angle. Option D, slowly inch across the tracks. The correct answer is option C, try to cross the tracks at a 45-degree angle. Explanation. To safely cross railroad tracks, trolley tracks, or pavement seams running parallel to your lane, move to a lane position that will allow you to cross them at an angle of at least 45 degrees. Then, make a quick, sharp turn. If you try to edge across, the tracks or seam could catch your tires and throw you off balance. Question 145. You should signal to turn blank before beginning your turn. Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 50 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 100 feet. Explanation. When you wish to change lanes or make a turn, signal to inform other motorists of your intention. Signals should be activated at least 100 feet before you make the turn. Continue signaling until you have completed the turn or lane change. Question 146. A no stopping sign means that, unless directed to do so by a police officer, you may stop only. Option A, long enough to unload packages. Option B, to avoid conflict with other traffic. Option C, to discharge passengers. Option D, for less than 5 minutes. The correct answer is option B, to avoid conflict with other traffic. Explanation. A no stopping sign means you can only stop to obey a traffic signal, to obey a police officer, or to prevent a conflict with another vehicle. Question 147. The correct way to use a freeway exit ramp is to: Option A, slow down before entering the exit ramp. Option B, slow down once moving onto the exit ramp. Option C, keep your speed constant once in the exit ramp. Option D, pass slower traffic in the exit ramp. The correct answer is option A, slow down before entering the exit ramp. Explanation. When using a freeway exit ramp, do not slow down until you move onto the exit ramp. Question 148. When driving near light rail vehicles, always: Option A, expect trains on any track at any time. Option B, pay attention and obey all traffic signs. Option C, be careful turning across train tracks. Option D, all of these. The correct answer is option C, be careful turning across train tracks. Explanation. When driving near a light rail system, you should expect trains on a track at any time. Always obey signs and traffic signals. Always look both ways before turning across train tracks, and don't cross train tracks unless you have enough room to cross without stopping and can clear the tracks to a safe distance. Question 149. An intersection has no traffic signs or signals. You arrive at the same time as a vehicle to your right. You should: Option A, speed up and get through the intersection. Option B, slow down and yield to the vehicle on your right. Option C, drive into the intersection and make the other vehicle stop. Option D, honk your horn and drive through the intersection. The correct answer is option B, slow down and yield to the vehicle on your right. Explanation. When two vehicles arrive to an uncontrolled intersection at the same time, the vehicle on the right has the right-of-way. Once the vehicle on the right has safely passed through the intersection, the other driver may proceed. Question 150. Defensive driving is: Option A, driving aggressively. Option B, using safe driving strategies to prevent crashes. Option C, more dangerous than not driving defensively. Option D, a bad idea. The correct answer is option B, using safe driving strategies to prevent crashes. Explanation. Defensive driving is using safe driving strategies to prevent crashes. This means that you alter your driving to fit the weather conditions, the way you feel, and the actions of other drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians. Question 151. Diamond symbols on pavement markings and signs indicate: Option A, school zones. Option B, carpool lanes. Option C, construction areas. Option D, hospitals. The correct answer is option B, carpool lanes. Explanation. Carpool lanes are restricted to vehicles with 2 or more occupants. They are marked by a diamond symbol or with carpool-only signs. They are usually located on the far left side of a freeway and are separated from other traffic lanes by combinations of white or yellow lines. Question 152. If driving in a foggy area, you should not. Option A, decrease your speed. Option B, increase your speed. Option C, use your low beam headlights. Option D, turn on your four-way flashers. The correct answer is option C. Use your low beam headlights. Explanation. It is safest not to drive in foggy areas. However, if you must drive through fog, you should slow down, use your low beam headlights and fog lights, and turn on your four-way flashers. Question 153. Before entering a roundabout, you must slow down and yield to Option A, vehicles in the roundabout. Option B, bicyclists in the roundabout. Option C, pedestrians in the roundabout. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, vehicles in the roundabout. Explanation. When entering a roundabout, you must yield to pedestrians, bicyclists, and vehicles that are already in a roundabout. Question 154. When driving on wet roads, you should Option A, increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Option B, decrease your following distance to 2 seconds. Option C, not be concerned about your following distance. Option D, maintain the 4-second following distance rule. The correct answer is option A. Increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Explanation. When roads become wet, you should increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Question 155. Drinking coffee after drinking alcohol. Option A, decreases blood alcohol concentration. Option B, cancels the effect of the alcohol. Option C, has no effect on blood alcohol concentration. Option D, increases blood alcohol concentration. The correct answer is option C, has no effect on blood alcohol concentration. Explanation. Drinking coffee will not reduce your blood alcohol concentration BAC. While it may help you to stay awake, it cannot change your BAC or make you sober. Question 156. When you are being passed, you should Option A, ride in the center portion of the lane. Option B, ride in the left portion of the lane. Option C, ride in the right portion of the lane. Option D, weave among the 3 portions of the lane as the vehicle passes. The correct answer is option A, ride in the center portion of the lane. Explanation. When being passed, it is generally a good idea to ride in the center portion of your lane. Being on the side nearest the passing vehicle increases your risk of a collision. Being on the side farthest from the passing vehicle may prompt the other driver to merge back into your lane before it is safe. Question 157. Work zone signs mean. Option A, it is summer. Option B, you must immediately stop and back up. Option C, less than ideal conditions are present for driving. Option D, you should drive faster to get out of the work zone. The correct answer is option D. You should drive faster to get out of the work zone. Explanation. Work zone signs are orange and indicate that some type of work is being performed on or alongside the roadway. Be extremely careful when you see these signs. Question 158. When a two-way roadway has a shared center lane, you can Option A, use it to pass. Option B, use the lane as a regular driving lane during rush hour. Option C, drive in the lane as far as necessary as long as you're turning left. Option D, drive in the lane for no more than 300 feet before turning left. The correct answer is option D, drive in the lane for no more than 300 feet before turning left. Explanation. A shared center lane may not be used for passing or for travel farther than 300 feet. Drivers should use these lanes to safely turn left from a multi-lane roadway. Question 159. It is illegal for a person 21 years of age or older to drive with a minimum blood alcohol concentration BAC of Option A, 0.05%. Option B, 0.08%. Option C, 0.02%. Option D, 0.1%. The correct answer is option B, 0.08%. Explanation. For drivers age 21 or older, it is illegal to operate a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol concentration BAC of 0.08% or higher. Driving while under the influence of alcohol is not only illegal, but dangerous. Question 160. If another car is in danger of hitting you, you should: Option A, sound your horn. Option B, wave your arms. Option C, use your emergency lights. Option D, flash your headlights. The correct answer is option A, sound your horn. Explanation. Your horn should be used to warn other drivers or pedestrians in situations where they may not see you. For example, if you think another driver is about to hit you, you should sound your horn. Question 161. How can you help prevent rear-end collisions? Option A, avoid sudden stops. Option B, before stopping, check your mirrors and blind spots for traffic. Option C, release the gas pedal and let your vehicle slow before applying the brakes. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C. Release the gas pedal and let your vehicle slow before applying the brakes. Explanation. Stopping suddenly can make it difficult for drivers behind you to avoid a rear-end collision. When stopping, release the accelerator to allow your vehicle to slow. Press the brake pedal by applying steady pressure, activating your brake lights and causing the vehicle to stop smoothly. Question 162. Dim your high beam headlights when you are within blank of an oncoming vehicle. Option A, 200 feet. Option B, 400 feet. Option C, 500 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 500 feet. Explanation. The glare of headlights from oncoming vehicles can cause the pupil of the eye to contract, restricting visibility. To protect other drivers when driving at night, change your headlights to their low beam setting within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 163. To prepare for anything coming up on the road ahead, you should: Option A, stare straight ahead at all times. Option B, continually scan the entire road and all row sides. Option C, consistently ride 10 miles per hour under the speed limit. Option D, maintain focus toward the middle of the road. The correct answer is option B. Continually scan the entire road and all row sides. Explanation. Your ability to handle dangerous traffic situations depends largely on searching for and identifying problems before meeting them. Looking far ahead of your vehicle does not mean you should simply stare at the center of the road. You need to continually scan the entire road, including the sides of the road. Question 164. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should: Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving as they have the right of way. Option C, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option D, treat the light like a stop sign. The correct answer is option D. Treat the light like a stop sign. Explanation. Flashing red lights are used at dangerous intersections. Treat them like stop signs. Question 165. A vehicle equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS can be identified by: Option A, a sticker on the control panel. Option B, a yellow lamp on the instrument panel. Option C, the letters ABS on the brake pedal. Option D, a metal plate on the inside of the driver's side door. The correct answer is option B, a yellow lamp on the instrument panel. Explanation. You can tell that your vehicle is equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS if it has a yellow ABS malfunction lamp on the instrument panel. Question 166. When driving in rain, you must: Option A, use low beam headlights. Option B, use high beam headlights. Option C, use parking lights. Option D, use snow lights. The correct answer is option A, use low beam headlights. Explanation. In rainy conditions, you should use your low beam headlights. Question 167. To make a normal stop, use: Option A, the rear brake first. Option B, both brakes and downshift. Option C, the front brake and downshift. Option D, the rear brake only. The correct answer is option B, both brakes and downshift. Explanation. You should shift down through the gears with the clutch as you slow or stop. When braking, use both brakes at the same time. Question 168. In a parking space reserved for people with disabilities, a driver with no disabled person on board. Option A, may park in an emergency. Option B, may not park, but may stop in an emergency. Option C, may not park or stop, but may stand in an emergency. Option D, may not park, stop, or stand. The correct answer is option D, may not park, stop, or stand. Explanation. It is illegal to stop, stand, or park in a space reserved for disabled persons unless the vehicle has plates or a permit for such spaces and the person who is named on the plates or permit is in the vehicle. Question 169. When two vehicles enter an intersection from different highways at the same time, which vehicle must yield the right-of-way? Option A, either one. Option B, the vehicle on the left. Option C, the vehicle on the right. Option D, neither. The correct answer is option C, the vehicle on the right. Explanation. At intersections that are controlled by signs or signals and at intersections that are uncontrolled, the driver on the left must yield the right-of-way to the driver on the right when two vehicles arrive to the intersection at the same time. Question 170. Where is passing prohibited? Option A, in a tunnel. Option B, on a bridge. Option C, in an underpass. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, in a tunnel. Explanation. Drivers should not pass in an underpass, on a bridge, or in a tunnel. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 171. When exiting an expressway, you should: Option A, accelerate on the exit ramp. Option B, look at the posted speed limit for the road you are entering. Option C, cut off other traffic. Option D, avoid using your turn signal. The correct answer is option B, look at the posted speed limit for the road you are entering. Explanation. When exiting an expressway, it is important to be alert to other traffic moving nearby. Be sure to look at the new posted speed limit and check your speedometer. It is unlikely that you will be exiting onto a road with a speed limit as high as the one found on the expressway. Question 172. When involved in a collision, you should: Option A, move the injured to their desired location. Option B, avoid moving the injured unless absolutely necessary. Option C, only call emergency personnel if it seems necessary. Option D, insist the injured are fine without immediate medical attention. The correct answer is option C, only call emergency personnel if it seems necessary. Explanation. When involved in a collision, you should assume the worst and call emergency personnel right away. If someone is injured or killed, you should not move them unless it is absolutely necessary. Question 173. The trailer hand valve should be used: Option A, to test the trailer brakes. Option B, to check the connection between the trailer and tractor. Option C, to accelerate. Option D, to test the lights on the trailer. The correct answer is option A, to test the trailer brakes. Explanation. The trailer hand valve, also called the trolley valve or Johnson bar, is used to work the trailer brakes. It should be used only to test the brakes. Question 174. If you are using an unfamiliar motorcycle, what should you do before riding? Option A, ride like you would on your bike, since all bikes are about the same. Option B, check the controls and shift pattern. Option C, take the owner's word that everything is in working order. Option D, assume you know where all the controls are located. The correct answer is option B, check the controls and shift pattern. Explanation. All motorcycles are slightly different, so you should check the controls and make sure you know the gear pattern before riding an unfamiliar motorcycle. Work the throttle, clutch, and brakes a few times prior to riding. Question 175. Which is not a factor in determining the distance that it takes to stop your vehicle? Option A, steering ability. Option B, braking distance. Option C, reaction distance. Option D, perception time. The correct answer is option B, braking distance. Explanation. The distance required to stop your vehicle depends on perception time, reaction distance, and braking distance. This changes with speed and road conditions. Question 176. If pedestrian hybrid beacon signal lights are black, it means Option A, drivers may proceed with caution. Option B, drivers should slow down and prepare to stop. Option C, drivers should come to a complete stop. Option D, there are no pedestrians nearby. The correct answer is option A. Drivers may proceed with caution. Explanation. Pedestrian hybrid beacons are used at pedestrian crossings. If the lights on the signal turn black, drivers should proceed past the crosswalk with caution. Question 177. Do not pass. Option A, on a hill or curve. Option B, when school bus lights are flashing. Option C, when approaching an intersection. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, when school bus lights are flashing. Explanation. You should never pass if there is an oncoming vehicle in the passing lane, if your view is blocked by a curve or hill at an intersection, before or on a railroad crossing or bridge, or in any other no-passing zone. Unless you are on the opposite side of a multi-lane roadway with a median or shared center turn lane, you may not pass a stopped school bus that has its flashing red lights activated. Question 178. When merging with traffic, you should Option A, wait for a gap large enough for your vehicle. Option B, assume other drivers will make room for your vehicle. Option C, begin to merge to encourage other drivers to change lanes. Option D, use your horn instead of your turn signal. The correct answer is option A. Wait for a gap large enough for your vehicle. Explanation. When you are merging with traffic, it is essential that you know the size of the gap your bus will need to accelerate and match the flow of traffic. Wait for the gap to open before attempting to merge. Never assume other drivers will brake to allow you the space you need. Question 179. Drivers should use their low-beam headlights. Option A, when driving in fog, dust, or rain. Option B, when following closely behind another vehicle at night. Option C, within 500 feet of an approaching vehicle when driving at night. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, within 500 feet of an approaching vehicle when driving at night. Explanation. Use low-beam headlights when driving at night and follow in closely behind another vehicle or within 500 feet of a vehicle approaching from the opposite direction. Use low beam headlights when driving in fog, rain, dust, sleet, or snow. Question 180. The effect that alcohol has on your reflexes and judgment. Option A is less pronounced when consuming beer instead of wine. Option B is less pronounced when consuming wine instead of beer. Option C is most pronounced when consuming hard ciders and mixed drinks. Option D depends on the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream. The correct answer is option D. Depends on the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream. Explanation. Consuming any type of alcohol can have negative effects on your reflexes and judgment. It does not matter which type of alcohol is consumed, only how much alcohol has entered a person's bloodstream. Question 181. When approaching a railroad crossing while operating a school bus, you should generally: Option A, stop between 15 and 50 feet before the nearest rail. Option B, stop 100 feet before the nearest rail. Option C, stop 10 feet before the nearest rail. Option D, continue across the tracks without stopping. The correct answer is option A. Stop between 15 and 50 feet before the nearest rail. Explanation. In general, school bus drivers should stop before any railroad crossings to check the tracks for approaching trains. Drivers should stop no closer than 15 feet and no farther than 50 feet from the nearest rail in order to have the best view of the tracks. They should look and listen for approaching trains before proceeding through the crossing. Question 182. Round signs indicate: Option A, no passing zones. Option B, school zones. Option C, hospitals. Option D, upcoming railroad crossings. The correct answer is option D, upcoming railroad crossings. Explanation. A round sign warns road users about an upcoming railroad crossing area. Riders should use extra caution when approaching a railroad crossing. Question 183. If your front wheel skids as a result of braking, you should: Option A, keep the front brake engaged. Option B, release the front brake immediately and reapply the brake smoothly. Option C, release the front brake and only use the rear brake. Option D, release both brakes and coast to a stop. The correct answer is option B. Release the front brake immediately and reapply the brake smoothly. Explanation. If your front wheel locks as a result of braking, you should release the front brake immediately and reapply the brake smoothly. Question 184. When parking next to a curb, you may not park more than: Option A, 6 inches from the curb. Option B, 1 foot from the curb. Option C, 18 inches from the curb. Option D, 2 feet from the curb. The correct answer is option B, 1 foot from the curb. Explanation. On a public road, you may not park more than 1 foot from the curb. Question 185. Using an anti-lock braking system ABS. Option A shortens stopping distance. Option B shortens brake response time. Option C provides less control. Option D provides more control. The correct answer is option C, provides less control. Explanation. An anti-lock braking system ABS helps prevent wheel lockup during hard braking. While it provides better control, it does not necessarily shorten the vehicle's stopping distance. Question 186. When traveling behind a motorcycle, Option A, allow a following distance of at least 2 car lengths. Option B, allow at least 2 seconds of following distance. Option C, allow at least 4 seconds of following distance. Option D, allow a following distance of at least 4 motorcycle lengths. The correct answer is option B, allow at least 2 seconds of following distance. Explanation. On dry pavement, 4 seconds of space is generally a safe following distance to allow between you and the vehicle ahead. You should always allow plenty of space when following a motorcycle. Question 187. An intersection has a stop sign and crosswalk, but no stop line. You must stop. Option A, before the crosswalk. Option B, 50 feet before the intersection. Option C, where you think the stop line would be. Option D, with your front wheels in the crosswalk. The correct answer is option C, where you think the stop line would be. Explanation. At a stop sign, you must stop before the stop line, if there is one. If there is no stop line, you must stop before you enter the crosswalk. If there is neither a stop line nor a crosswalk, you must stop before you enter the intersection. Question 188. When driving at night, slow down and Option A, use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Option B, use sunglasses to reduce glare from headlights. Option C, use your high beams if it is also raining. Option D, use your dome light to help you see your speedometer. The correct answer is option A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Explanation. By law, your vehicle's headlights must be turned on from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. You should use your high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Question 189. What happens when a vehicle hydroplanes? Option A, the tires lose contact with the road. Option B, the tires have extra traction. Option C, the vehicle is easier to control. Option D, the vehicle becomes heavier. The correct answer is option A. The tires lose contact with the road. Explanation. Hydroplaning occurs when a vehicle's tires lose contact with the road surface and instead glide along on a film of water above the surface of the road. Question 190. When taking medication before driving, the most important thing for you to do is to Option A, get behind the wheel before the medicine can take effect. Option B, make several rest stops on your trip. Option C, understand the effects of the medication and adjust your driving accordingly. Option D, ask another person to ride with you. The correct answer is option C. Understand the effects of the medication and adjust your driving accordingly. Explanation. Many medications can produce side effects that may impair your driving skills. If you are taking any medications, be aware of their side effects and do not drive if they interfere with your ability to drive. Question 191. Two solid white lines painted across a traffic lane show the boundaries of a crosswalk. As a driver, you should know that Option A, motor vehicles have the right-of-way over pedestrians in crosswalks. Option B, when pedestrians are in crosswalks, they should be given the right-of-way. Option C, no one has the right-of-way in a crosswalk. Option D, pedestrians are responsible to stay out of the way of all traffic. The correct answer is option C. No one has the right-of-way in a crosswalk. Explanation. Crosswalk lines show pedestrians where to safely cross a road or street. Crosswalks may be marked by horizontal lines, vertical lines, or a combination of the two. You must always stop for pedestrians who are in a crosswalk. Question 192. You must indicate your intention to turn at least blank before turning. Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 50 feet. Option C, 200 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option 100 feet. Explanation. A hand or mechanical turn signal must be displayed for a minimum of 100 feet before a vehicle turns or changes lanes. The signal should be displayed for a longer distance when the vehicle is traveling at a high speed. Question 193. What does an anti-lock braking system ABS do? Option A, allow the rear wheels to lock up. Option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Option C, help prevent wheel lockup. Option D, alert other motorists when you are braking. The correct answer is option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Explanation. The purpose of an anti-lock braking system ABS is to prevent a vehicle's wheels from locking up when the driver brakes hard on a slippery surface. Question 194. Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle. Option A, must always stop before entering. Option B, must yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Option C, have the right of way if there is one lane. Option D, have the right of way if there are two lanes. The correct answer is option B, must yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Explanation. Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle must yield the right of way to drivers already in the circle. Question 195. When a school bus is stopped on the road ahead to load or unload children, you must. Option A, come to a complete stop until all the children have left the bus. Option B, come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. Option C, change lanes, ride slowly, and pass the bus cautiously. Option D, continue riding normally. The correct answer is option B, come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. Explanation. When a school bus is stopped on the road ahead with its lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must come to a complete stop and wait to proceed until the lights have stopped flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. You do not need to stop if the school bus is on the opposite side of a divided highway. Question 196. If involved in an accident, a driver should: Option A, stop their vehicle at or near the scene. Option B, not stand or walk in traffic lanes. Option C, turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, not stand or walk in traffic lanes. Explanation. If you are involved in an accident, you must stop at or near the scene. Move your vehicle out of the way of traffic if possible. Do not stand or walk in traffic lanes as you could be struck by another vehicle. Turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Question 197. A steady yellow signal light means: Option A, the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Option B, you should slam on your brakes. Option C, you should increase your speed. Option D, the car in front of you is going too slowly. The correct answer is option A. The traffic signal is changing from green to red. Explanation. A steady yellow light tells you the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Slow down and stop for a steady yellow light, unless you are already within the intersection or cannot safely stop before entering the intersection. Question 198. Which of the following does alcohol affect? Option A, recovery from headlight glare. Option B, reaction time. Option C, judgment of distances. Option D, all of these choices. The correct answer is option B, reaction time. Explanation. Alcohol reduces reaction time, reduces your ability to see clearly, changes your judgment of speed and distances, often makes you less inhibited, and makes you more prone to take chances. It is especially dangerous to drink and drive after dark because alcohol reduces your ability to recover from the glare of headlights. Question 199. A solid white line down the center of a two-lane road indicates: Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option C. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Explanation. White lines are used to separate traffic moving in the same direction. Solid lines indicate that drivers are not permitted to pass. Question 200. Pentagonal signs indicate: option A, no passing zones. Option B, school zones. Option C, speed limits. Option D, railroad crossings. The correct answer is option B, school zones. Explanation. Pentagonal signs indicate that you are in a school zone. Be extra alert to children and pedestrians when driving near a school.